What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, another face-off. It's kind of mad, you know. Essentially, what I've worked out is some Einstein bars for you, man. Now, TNT and DAZN, they do their own separate face-offs, so we get two of each. There's two Beterbiev versus Bivols, and there's two Parker versus Dubois. So we're fixing to do the second one right now. I've taken out the quotes. I think of the most, what would you call it? The most waffleable. How about that? Anyway, let's get to it. Bash.
So it was good. I'm going to ask you about his last performance against Jili Zhang. Get off the canvas a couple of times to get up and do a job. How did you see the fight going into it? Who did you fancy going in?
I thought Parker would win it. You know, just on his, Zhang's activity in the ring isn't great. He has good moments, but I'm a different animal to Zhang. I'm on you all the time. I'm on you like a rash. I don't stop. So I think I'll just go through him, and that was a good performance. It was a good win, and he's been on form, hasn't he?
Yeah. Do you think this is a tougher fight than AJ?
Nah,
No?
nah.
You don't think so? What do you think about that, Joe?
Yeah, the fighter that I was back in the day when I fought it.
Hey, listen, Joe. Yeah, the fighter that I was. Woo, 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 woo. I'm turning you into the fighter that you was. You've always been. Oops. That was the bar there, Danny D. I don't want to hear about, oh man, I've become a great warrior and This cat, Joseph Parker, recently, he's sounding like a anime character. Oh, I have travelled the seven seas and now I know. Listen, man, you going back there where you came from. Just don't get carried away, man. Listen, you got in there, yeah, with Wilder. He is finito. Yeah, some Spanish for you. Finito, no good. Zhang, 50 years old and gasless. And you ain't got put down in that fight, even life and death in that fight. Stop playing, man. 90 too big, too strong. Too big, too strong. Yeah, and whatever moody yippo magic that Andy Lee's been whispering in your ear, once you have 250 pounds of bone dry lean mandinga mass in front of you, no diddy, all that goes out the window. Yeah? You're going straight back to where you come from, which is in a big heap on the floor, like he was against Slow Joyce. Joe Joyce is slow. I like Joe, but he was slow as molasses, even at the peak of his career. Slow as molasses. Way too slow, man. Danny D's quicker, more powerful punch for punch, and he's going to be all over you, weighing his head right in. That head's going to come right in. That's what's going to happen. They're going to be all in you, and you're going to have to figure it out. You're going to have to figure out what you do with his big old bunts when it's up inside you. No doubt about it. Anyway, is this fight... To be fair, though, whilst I'm being... Is it cynical? Whilst I'm taking the piss, essentially, of Joseph Parker, I disagree with Dubois. I think this fight... Well, it's easy to talk on hindsight, right? But knowing what we know now about how the AJ fight went, I do think this will be harder. I don't think he'll get out... What was it? First round knockdown? AJ was on skates in round one. More or less the first exchange. I don't think it'll be that easy. That AJ fight was literally... If any of you had to look through history for heavyweight world title fights, AJ versus Dubois would be one of the ones you'd pick. In terms of an easy world title fight. This was of the... Dubois versus AJ was like AJ versus Charles Martin, essentially. It was... you can't get any easier than that. And of course, we can't take away from Dubois what Dubois did. But listen, I don't know, maybe Dubois knows something we don't. But I'll be very shocked if Dubois makes Parker look easier than AJ. The point is, it's very hard to make... It's going to be hard for Dubois to make anyone look... Jerome Miller looked harder than AJ, right? Hergovich looked harder than AJ. In fact, half of Dubois' even the bums even the bums that Dubois fought, like Trevor Bryan, they look better. They look better than AJ, man. He sucked. So I do think... But listen, maybe he's improving and he knows things. But no, Parker knows how to box. He's not going to come out like this, with his hands by his waist, like this, wading in with his chin in the air. He does know how to box. He is chinny though. Not chinny, but he's got that flash knockdown chops. Chisora caught him. Dillian White caught him. Zhang's obviously good, but Zhang caught him. slow Joyce broke him down. So he does have vulnerability around his chops. This new form, even in his new form, Zhang caught him. I don't necessarily think Dubois is not a precision puncher like Zhang, but what he does do, he puts hands together. And in my opinion, in the last half, Parker's going to slow down, he's going to get tired, and he's going to get stopped. That's my base case. I'm going to put I shouldn't really put money on. Let's have a look at the odds quickly, actually, whilst we're here. I don't normally like betting on round groups because I get bumped all the time. Like, if I bet on 7 to 12, it'll be like round 4 or 5, and it's like, you get it right, but you get scammed. So I like to normally go for the KO. The KO in general for Dubois is 1-to-1. You put a tenner on, you get £10 profit back. I want to see what 6 to 12 is, though. But like I said, it's risky, isn't it? He might just be all over. Parker can't punch. Parker can't punch. What's he going to do if Dubois all over him? What's he going to do, man? He's going to get weighed in. He's not going to be able to get no respect. Parker odds checker. Let's have a look at these odds. I'm looking for round 7 to 12. Or maybe I should do rounds 8 to 12. Sorry, rounds 4 to 12. Sorry, rounds 5 to 12. The last 8 rounds, basically. I don't think he'll get done in the first 4. I think Parker's going to be sharp enough. And the thing is, if Parker feels anything in the first 4, he's going to have the energy to run around the ring like a headless chicken. Like the Bivol, yeah? If Parker feels anything he don't fancy, it's a bit like the Chisora 1 fight. Parker felt something in that first round, and then it took him, he was able to negotiate the next few rounds. I think he's good enough and will have enough gas for 4 rounds to proper run, like Bivol versus Beterbiev. Let's have a look here. So Dubois in 7 to 12 is more or less 2-to-1. You put a tenner on, you get 20 quid profit back. They're not going to give me anything. They're not going to give me a 4 to 12 or 5 to 12. Isn't normal grouping, so they're not going to do that. But that's the one I'm thinking of, rather than just going for a 1-to-1 on the general KO. I think Parker's going to last 6 rounds. Hrgovic lasts 6 rounds. Miller lasted 6 rounds. Even AJ not right. Even AJ having the worst start in heavyweight history. He lasted 5. I'd be very shocked if Parker goes down in round 1. Because he's going to bear in mind, he's going to come out on his P's and Q's. He's going to come out knowing Dubois on it. And I think Andy Lee's strategy will be, well, God forbid he comes and tries to trade with Dubois. Who knows what they're planning? Some people are saying Parker's coming in heavy. We will know though. Maybe that's what I'll do actually. I'll wait until they've weighed in. I don't normally read too much into weigh-ins, but for this fight, if Parker comes in noticeably... Parker used to be like a 235-pound heavyweight. Parker box rec. When he was fighting Andy Ruiz, he was like 235 pounds. And then he fought Joe Joyce and put on 20 pounds or something like that. Where's Andy Ruiz? I lied, people. He was 246. But yeah, the fight... Look, here we go. This is what I was talking about. Parker fought Carlos Takam. He was 235. He fought Solomon, some next bum, 235. Dimitrenko, 240. Andy Ruiz, 246. Wait, here we go. This is what I was thinking about. When he fought Anthony Joshua, he was 236. So the point is, he was 236. And then he gets in there with Joe Joyce, he's 255. So, if he comes in 255, he's getting filled in. Seriously. Because he's not going back to punch no more. How much was he punching harder with Joe Joyce? Joe Joyce was shot, right? Zhang just popped him right in his mouth and it's finished. So he can be popped. What we know now is Joe Joyce could be popped. The problem was, Parker hit him enough times at 255, couldn't do nothing in there. So if he comes in heavy, he's toast. I'll literally bet on the KO. Hard. Yeah. If he comes in leaner and light, that's going to make it more tricky. Because he might be able to run like Bivol and survive. And just run. Anyway, let's get back to the bars now from Maximus Danelius. We'll be going to 7 minutes. 7 minutes.
Retirement. So we talked to Daniel already about trying to unify. That's the objective. What's your next moves if you beat Daniel?
That's everyone's goal. Is to be in boxing, to be a world champion, to unify. I'm fully focused on one thing, and that's this guy in front of me. When I'm done with him, then I can move on and think of other things. But for now, it's just him.
Daniel, are you the new heavyweight king in the UK? Would it be fair to say that?
Yeah, I've seen myself as putting myself with this win as number 1. You know, up there with all the top names. You know, all the old dinosaurs are starting to move on, and I think he's one of them. He's been in many hard fights, and he has
I've
got
just begun.
many miles
I've
on
only
the
just
clock.
begun.
And
I found the formula that works for me, and I've only just begun. It's crazy to be 33 years old and only loving it and enjoying it way more now.
Yeah.
And I'm a happy fighter.
That's
happy.
that's not an old man for a heavyweight
It's not
anyway.
really old. I'm
33.
just coming into my prime.
Yeah.
I'll make him old on the night.
You think so?
I'll make him old on the night.
You talk too much, man.
100%.
He took my Danny D, man. You listened to my videos, man, 100%. Come on, people, stop playing, man. Where my flowers, man? Stop playing. Where my flowers? I like that, but come on now. Come on. 100%. Stop playing with me, man. Where my flowers at? That's what I need to know. Everyone take my bars. All the bag of man, yeah, take my bars. Where are the flowers at, man? Where the flowers? Stop playing. Pissing me off. No, I'm messing, but listen. You see you. Yeah, you are getting it. Yeah? And your gay lover, Andy Lee. Oh, man, you see you. You plumber from New Zealand, Australia. You are getting it. And your gay lover, Tony Ballou. Andy Lee, man. Bah, that's a crazy one there. I got a video. I'm going to do a video on that Tyson Fury one. That's a clap. Honestly, I watch it back. Probably once a week. Every time it gets me. If I had to pick one quote out of in fact, you know what? I'm gonna have to get it up now because I've gassed it up too much. Tyson Fury 840. Tyson Fury David Price. Here we go. This is priceless, people. Proper priceless. This one here. Oh man, it's a classic. Trust me, proper classic. It's a moody link.
So what's your reaction to the Price fight then?
To be honest, Harrison's the biggest bum inside boxing. And my reaction to David Price and Frank Maloney calling me out that midget, yeah? I'll fight David Price any day of the week. You see you plumber from Liverpool, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
Okay, alright. Thanks Tyson. We're live on Channel 5. Alright, go on, one more.
Also, they're going to need 10 plumbers to do you when I've got finished with you. Also, you are getting it, for sure. Call me out, call me any names, and you are getting it. And you know your gay lover, Tony Bellew, I'll fight him in there.
Okay, alright, thanks Tyson.
Oh man, that is honestly priceless, man. It's priceless. I don't care what no one says about Tyson Fury. Yeah, that one there, that one, and the David Hay, ringside gloves are off. Those two are priceless, man. They should be what they call NFTized. I'd buy the NFT for that. Unique token. Yeah? You see that one there? Tokenized, 100%. Anyway, let's get back to Danny D. Danny D told this plumber from New Zealand, he said, listen, yeah, I'm going to make you old. Whether you're old, Danny D said, listen, man, you've had a long career, a long, tired career. And Parker's like, yeah, but Andy Lee give me the Hippo magic, and he said that I'm 22 years old again. Danny D said, listen, you're going to look old by the time I finish with you. Yeah? By the time the kind of go I'm having on you, you're going to age it 20 years. You're not even Diddy going to want that ass by the time I finish with it. It's going to be a 70-year-old ass. You best believe it. 100%. Those are the words of the prophet, Maximus Danelius.
Older, only loving it and enjoying it way more now.
Yeah.
And I'm a happy fighter.
That's not an old man for a heavyweight
It's not
anyway.
really old.
33.
I'm just coming into my prime.
Yeah.
I'll make him old on the night.
You think so?
I'll make him old on the night.
You talk too much, man.
100%.
I'm sorry as well. I get it. When Dubois first came on the scene, but he's finding his groove now. No one can sit there and say, oh, he's got no bars. That's not true, objectively. I'm not just saying it. If these were dead, I've said it before, where I've been sucking Dubois and I said these bars are a bit dead. This is top bars. Yeah? I'll make it... Parker's talking about, oh, I'm so young as a heavyweight. And Dubois, off his own head, says, I'm going to make you look old, though. You might feel young, but by the time I finish with you, you're going to feel old. Yeah, 100%. No, wait there. Joe, you might feel young, but by the time... Fucking hell, I've cooked this one. One more time for the road people. Listen. Bash! Joe, the plumber from New Zealand. You might feel young, but by the time I finish with that ass, it's going to look old. Bash! Good bars, I'm not going to lie. Up there. They're top in the top quartile bars there. I'm not gonna lie to you about it. It's a fair play to Danny D. He's only 27 as well. Another 2-3 years from now, he might be coming. Another 2-3 years from now, yeah, he might have put the YB on, and he'll just be putting bangers out there. Bash, ba 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 ba, just caning all his ops. That's what would happen, realistically here. If I pass Danny D the script, what are these guys gonna do, man? They're not gonna have no bars. Even in this one, even off his own volition, Parker's getting cooked. Dubois cooking this dude. Dubois cooked Andy Lee as well. I did a video the other day. He cooked him. That's what happened. So all these people saying, "Oh, he can't talk. He can't talk." He's doing better than AJ ever did. What bars AJ ever had, really? Oh, I'm the landlord. All right, that was alright. That was okay. That was a par bar. Yeah. AJ was batting for par with that bar. It wasn't a primo one. It just wasn't. It was okay. It's better than nothing kind of bar.
Well, I think there's a respect here between you two
There
guys.
is
Are you
respect.
going to say that?
But
Okay. Now let's get to the last one, which was 840.
he's like a veteran, you know, so he's been in many battles and
His experience, I suppose.
his
Yeah.
experience. That's it.
I was going to flip that and say, what's the worst thing he does? Is there anything you can exploit?
I won't give it away now. No, I'm just ready to fight. I think my energy, my speed, and everything will expose these weaknesses.
Same to you, Joe. What do you think? What do you think Daniel does really well?
He's got a good injury, a good jab, and he's found some self-belief and confidence. But it all stops soon.
How do you win the fight? And
He don't believe that. Come on. Joe don't believe that. Oh, it's all going to stop soon. Joe, you don't believe that. Although, to be fair to him, I guess he pulled off a good double there. That Zhang, I thought Ben would beat Parker, tell the truth, and so did everyone else. I thought he was going to get smoked, so he's proven us wrong. I guess he got some... But so is Dubois, though. Dubois was a massive underdog against Hergovic and AJ. I think that double's better as well. He stopped both of them for a start. But people, put Dubois in there with Wilder. Oops, right? Put Dubois in there with Wilder. What's he gonna do? He'd have stopped Wilder for sure. No doubt about it, right? If you thought Fury versus Wilder 2 was bad, what's Wilder gonna do with Danny D, man? He'd do nothing in there. He'd get punched up properly. So Parker made a meal of Wilder. He made a proper meal of it. Stinker. Oh, boring to watch. And it's not... You can blame Wilder to some extent, but when you got someone in there who's don't throw in their hands, it's fish food time. Yeah? When you're fighting someone who don't want to throw their hands, it's fish food. It's heavy bag time, right? It's time to work the heavy bag. Parker was in there just boxing with him. He boxing with a dude who ain't punching back. That's skeptical for me. If you're boxing with a guy who ain't punching back, it's like, come on, man. Come on. There's levels.
But it all stops soon.
how do you win the fight? And
I've said it before, I'm going to be too smart. Precision.
I'm gonna mess up all these plans, destroy them all, and just go through them. You know, everything he brings, I'll be more.
See what I mean? Parker's sitting there with his dry, washed up bars talking about, oh, in fact, I forgot what he said, but let's
But it
listen
all
again.
stops soon.
It's that moody Yippo magic again. Oh, ye warrior who travelled the seven seas. Come on, Joe, quit, stop it, man. Yeah, you weren't travelling the seven seas when you was going life and death with Wilder. I'm not sticking it on him, so stop playing.
how do you win the fight? And
I've said it before, I'm going to be too smart.
Too smart.
Precision.
I'm gonna mess up all these plans, destroy them all, and just go through them. You know.
I'm just going to go for... Joe's sitting there like, oh, my age and my experience and my speed. Danny D, listen, man, I'm going... All that good stuff is good. I'm going right through you, though. How about that? You bring all your experience and I'm bringing 250 pounds lean mandinga bull. You ain't heard of the expression? A bull in a china shop. Oops. Anyway. Let's see how it plays out. What you will notice is, though, there's a few of the kind of boxing industry heads. They're like, yeah, but Parker this, Parker that. What you do notice about all of these, man, where the betting slips, man. I'm broke as shit, yeah. I can show you right now. The YB is broke. This is documented fact. I got 50. Oops. I got 50 on Danny D. Oops. So where's all these other men who were saying, oh, yes, Parker's this one and that one. Parker. Well, you man can get 2.5 to 1. Oops. Right? If I could get 2.5 to 1, like we did on Dubois versus AJ, the bet was in, folks. Right? If Parker's that much of an edgy, I don't listen to no cats who don't gamble. That's the truth. If you ain't gambling on your position, you're just talking. Everyone's got a butthole. Sorry. Everyone's got an opinion like buttholes, right? Yeah, you got to put the coins up or just sit there and say, listen, I'm on the fence. You've got no opinion. You can't have an opinion. Otherwise, it don't make no sense to me. If you believe something, this guy's going to win, you put the coins up, wouldn't you? Don't make no sense otherwise. Otherwise, you don't believe it. Who don't want free money? Oh, but YB gambling is a scam. It may or may not be a scam, but I have to for my own. I feel like a fraud coming on here. If I come on here saying, yeah, woo, 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 and then 2-2s, you're like Hatman. Because what Hatman does, come out here, it could happen this way, it could happen that way, and then he says, no betting slip, because the betting slip ultimately tells you what's going to happen, right? There's no doubt in it. There's no, oh, well, I did say that, I didn't say that. The betting slip's there, bash. Hatman's like, yeah, well, I did tell you that one. Where's the betting slip, Hatman? Just show us all your betting slips of all the wins you got. Stop playing. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this. Some people stop it.